So I want to go to a couple of these comments real quick, and then I'm going to call it a night, or I may do a little editing, but then I'll call it a night. So if we go to our dashboard, we're going to go to this comment. It's sad that religion can guide an otherwise intelligent man into believing this nonsense. So that is a really hey, it's a common kind of response. I'll well, let's just respond to him right now. Like, what would you say to someone who comes on to a channel where you have a video called Faith Science, and you click on the video, and the video is about the earth being thousands instead of billions of years old? And your response to this video is, it's sad that religion can guide an otherwise intelligent man into believing this nonsense. Well, my thought is, okay, what is nonsensical about this? I appreciate the comment, by the way. Thanks for the comment. What is nonsensical about uh, the evidence Dr. DeYoung presented? Now, the thing is, it could well be that the person didn't. Uh, it could be that the person didn't actually watch the video at all, but just saw thousands instead of billions. But this is what often happens, and this is how the atheistic and evolutionary ideas have gotten so ingrained in people, because you make it a test of intelligence. Now, the thing I would say to John Hammond 6423, by the way, is that it's easy for us as believers to look upon atheists the same way. And I try to be careful with that, because it's so easy for me to say, why can't you see this? Why can't you see the evidence that God has put here, that he not just exists, but is this super intelligence? How can you just be so blind to all of this evidence? And he's kind of saying something similar. But again, I would say, hey, give me an example. Because what often happens is people say, well, this is obvious. And it's obvious that I'd have to go back to the comment, but it's basically, this is nonsense. You're an otherwise intelligent person and you can't see this. And it's like, okay, but that's the same thing we think. And so I have to be very careful to not dismiss someone's intelligence. Now that brings me to a second video, or a second comment that was there, and it was on, I believe, the same video. And I came across this comment. I just happened to come across it. Well, let me show you one other comment that I respond to. Um, and there was a comment from yesterday where the person called Metaphor Saber said that religion has continually changed its belief structure and doctrines based on scientific discoveries and revelations. If faith in the Word of God was truly handed down by the true Creator, it would not have changed or evolved with societal norms. It would have stayed the same throughout history, but that is not what has happened. There are countless examples of the Abrahamic religions changing what they believe is true based on irrefutable science. Now, this Metaphor Saber has a decent point here. One of the things he's saying is, if religion's really true, then it shouldn't be changing around all the time. So that's really a good point, that many times religions change their beliefs based on what people in a larger sense believe. Now, I'm not just talking about all religions. So he would lump Judaism and Islam in there with Christianity. And that's not what we're doing here. We're only talking about Christianity. So the points you make about, let's say, Islamic people doing things differently is a fair point, but we're not talking about Islam. And so to lump everybody together is the same as lumping basically all scientists together or something like that. And you would never want to do that. There are people that believe in things that are completely against what Metaphor Saber would believe. But just because they say they like science doesn't mean you can just lump them together. And same thing with what you would call the Abrahamic religions. And so you're being a little flippant there, and not being very rigorous. So what I would say instead is, hey, take a look at this particular religion and the Bible specifically. And so my response last night was that I agree that people have changed their beliefs often over time, but the Word of God, the Bible, has not changed with societal norms. It has remained the same over thousands of years. Scientific and archaeological findings continually corroborate and catch up to the truths found in it. And this is what we see. So there's all kinds of evidence for this. And so this is part of what Dr. Don talked about in the episode that came out Sunday. So there's one other one that I want to talk about because it took me a little bit off guard because um, this person has actually commented on my videos before. So here it is. So we are deleting people's respectful comments that disagree with you. Now I see, Jerry, how very dishonest of you. Whatever would Jesus say? And so I was taken off guard by this because I was like, huh? So yesterday was a busy day, the Lord's Day. We of course, there are a couple of worship services that I go to. So in the morning and the evening, and then I was around Christians all day. We actually had a brother that came and preached there. He, not our regular preacher. He's potentially going to be one of our preachers that comes. So we had this potluck meal afterwards. So I was just around Christians all day. And even if I hadn't been, I did this yesterday too. Went over to my sister's house for some time and spent some time there. And so I don't even respond to YouTube videos um, until usually not until Monday, honestly. But at the earliest, it would be sometime late Sunday night. And that's what I happened to do this night because I looked and saw, kind of the little notification there, which I don't know why it's still, yeah, it's the same notification. So this is the one that I just read, where Schumer 1988, and he's responded on my videos before. And so Schumer says, we are deleting people's respectful comments that disagree with you. And I'm like, first of all, I don't delete comments. And I mean, I can see myself, I can see the possibility of it where if you were cursing, if you were using profanity, if you were being really disrespectful, I could imagine, okay, I just don't want people to see cuss words on my channel. But so I can imagine that there's a sense in which I could potentially do it, but I don't do it. And I didn't even go to my YouTube except to like pull up worship songs, honestly. So I saw the notification sitting there and I didn't even look at it until I was sitting in a wing place last night at like 9:45 responding to Schumer's comment. Cause I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, actually I didn't respond to it till I got home after I got my wings, but I hadn't, I went to the potluck meal and didn't get to eat. And so I I ended up just not eating all day for whatever reason. And so it was like 9:30 at night and I'm in a wing spot reading Schumer's comment and trying to figure out what he's talking about. I'm like, what? Delete your comment. And so at first, when somebody's calling you dishonest, your first reaction, honestly, is to say, I'm not dishonest. Like, what? But then I was just like, I can imagine that he probably thinks I deleted his comment. But the thing that he doesn't see, I guess, is that I I want I want to look at your comment, right? It makes for good content, honestly, to be able to respond to the comments. So maybe he's responded here. It says two replies. Not mine, just a comment here that I noticed had disappeared. It was here. I and others had given it a like. I don't know what the comment was. Um, so I don't know, like I can't tell you what the comment was. I can tell you that, and I think I said this in the comment, that I got two notification emails on Sunday about the comment. I don't know. I don't know why it's not there. And frankly, it says here that there are 5 comments. So there's Schumer, there's me, Schumer again, and then the two there where John Hammond, and then I respond. So I honestly don't know why that comment's not there. And I've seen things like that where it'll say that there are 10 comments and I only see 7 on there. But dude, I don't know. I don't want to say dude, but Schumer, I honestly don't know. And if your comment's on there, because I didn't even realize it wasn't his comment, because I'm like, well, just repeat your comment here. He's like, it wasn't my comment, but I liked it and others had given it a like. I'm like, well, I don't think anybody else can delete my comment off of my YouTube. So I didn't do it. Maybe YouTube took it off. Not sure what to tell you, but it would have been nice for that person to maybe put the comment back on there. But it's really interesting that it wasn't even Schumer's comment, but he's like telling me I'm dishonest. I'm like, dude, like, what? What was the comment? Like if you can like recreate the comment or something. I don't know. But I'll leave it here for now. If that person maybe sees this and you made the comment on the video and now you're not seeing it, I see other creators sometimes talk about how their comment got taken off, and they'll often say something similar to what Schumer is saying. So I get it if you think I deleted the comment. It's just the comments make for good feedback, and I get to make content based on it. So I want the comment. But if you go to my, even if I went to my email, I could show you that I only got 2 emails yesterday about comments, and then I got the one email today with John Hammond's comment, and those are the only emails I've gotten. Those are the only notifications I've gotten. So, not sure where the comment went, but maybe the person deleted their comment. I don't know. What I can tell you is I didn't. That's all for tonight. I've already gone 20 minutes, and I shouldn't have even gone this long. I need to get these videos edited so I can get to bed. So that's all for now. Uh, we'll see you next Monday. I may be doing a video this week about carnivore. I'm thinking about doing a video about that. Or also, there is some content that I'm going to be doing related to the book, I Walk Therefore I Am, how walking on two legs proves that God exists. If you're interested in the book, again, go to jerryleephd.com and you can see uh, where you can get access to the pre-order for the book, and you get 4 bonuses that come with it. But that's it for tonight. Till next time. Well, we'll see you next time.